Hi, welcome to another episode of Martin at Cuisine, where we aim to show you simple East Indian, Anglo-Indian or Goan cuisine that you can make right at home. On today's episode, we're going to be making Mutton Lonvas, an East Indian dish that is as easy as it is tasty. This particular recipe was given to me by my favorite aunt in the world, and she makes it for me anytime I go back to Bombay. She knows this is what I want to eat when I come over. So let's quickly go over the list of our ingredients for today's Mutton Lonvas. First, we're going to start here. We have some coconut milk. Now, you could use fresh coconut, but we don't have that here, so we're just going to use that. We have some oil to fry our garlic in, which is also going to go in. Now, this here is East Indian bottle masala. You can use your favorite brand or your favorite version of it. That's not really going to make too much of a difference. Here we have some tamarind powder. You could use tamarind paste if you want. With this, you want to be really careful. This is really potent stuff. A little bit really does go a long way. Now we also have white pumpkin. You want to cut these up into cubes the size of you like to use a cubes cut. I would suggest normally 1-inch cubes, but this will work as well. And finally, for our dish, we have here is our mutton. Now you want to use a little bit of fattier pieces, maybe like the mutton ribs. And you have to go ahead and pre-cook them the day before or even before you make the dish. What you want to do is take the mutton bits, throw it in a pressure cooker, add a little bit of salt, a little bit of water, and a little bit of turmeric, and just cook it through until you get the nice juice with it and all the mutton is cooked all the way through. Makes it much faster and much simpler when we're cooking. Alright, so let's get started on this dish. So we're going to start with a little bit of oil in here. Make sure your pan is nice and heated and wait for the oil to come to temperature. Once it's up at temperature, you're going to add your garlic in and you're only going to saute this for 40 seconds. Make sure you don't burn this, otherwise it's going to ruin the dish. We're going to go ahead and throw this in and quickly saute the garlic up. So like I said, this shouldn't take that long. It's less than 40 seconds and you want to get this garlic done. Okay, so now that my garlic is starting to look a little bit fried, you get the aromatic smell right off of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add in my Indian bottle masala. I'm going to go ahead, throw that in, and stir that through and fry this off as well. So you want to toast the masala, get it to change to that nice dark red. So now that this is done, we're going to throw in our pumpkin. Okay, I'm going to saute this a little bit, and then we're going to add our mutton stock here. I'm going to add this in slowly, a little bit at a time. Alright, so give me a second here. Go ahead and keep cooking this down. And you're going to keep adding this until it's ready to go, until we get all of it in, little by little. So this is going to make it much easier if I put it on this side. Alright. Okay, so just going to let this come up to a quick boil. It will be one quick minute. Okay, so now that my pumpkin has started to cook through and it's starting to get a little bit of tender, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in what I had already pre-cooked, which was my mutton. I'm slowly going to add that in so I don't splash it everywhere. There you go. Starting to look nice. Alright, so I've got all my mutton in there. As you can see, when you look at the pieces here, they're a little bit of the rib pieces. It's a little bit fattier than what you would normally use if you were making a nice mutton curry. So I'm going to stir this in here, and I'm going to add in my coconut milk and then bring it all up to a boil. So, see this here. Yeah, I may as well go all in. So we're all in on the coconut milk. Put that in there. I'm going to stir this through. So once again, like I said, the coconut milk is in. I'm going to bring it up to a boil and bring it all together. Now the only real thing we're looking to cook here is the pumpkin. The meat we already pre-pressure cooked yesterday or today, depending on when you made it. And then I will add in my tamarind powder to taste, because remember, this is very strong. So now we've got lonvas almost cooked. When you take a look at this, you can take a look at the pumpkin here, and you can see that it's almost translucent and soft, and that's how you know it is cooked. Your mutton should already be cooked from previous when you did pressure cook it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add in a little bit of my tamarind powder here. Like I said, be careful, it is pretty potent, so I'm just going to add a little bit in. Alright, and then I'm just going to stir it all up together. So now that I've added in the tamarind, at this point I'm going to add in my salt. I'm going to add this to taste to make sure that it finds that right balance between the tamarind and the salt. Quickly give it a taste. Yep, and that seems pretty good. So that's how easy it is. It's such a simple, delicious dish, an East Indian mutton lonvas. So as I always say, if I can cook this, you can cook this. Now just remember to look down below and subscribe to our channel. All our recipe, the ingredients, and the measurements are down below right beside that down.